GoofyBuilt chain coming up. Alright, what's up guys? So, as you saw last video, we fitted up the doors. We got a lot of stuff going on. I've got the rear bumper being fitted up now. So I cut the parachute hole in the middle and I need to clean up this side some. So it's too tight over here. It's holding the whole bumper to the passenger side. And it's sticking out, you see? And then over here you can see it's inside the light. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna clean this up some and then we'll make a beauty plate that goes over this that's riveted in and stuff. And I like this bumper a lot because it's symmetrical and stuff. We're working on all kinds of good stuff though with the CRX. Trying to get the ride height and suspension and everything dialed in with the new plate. We got to change to get the front set to the 3 inches. I got to do a little bit of trimming on the bumper still. Rear bumper, front bumper. I'm probably going to cut the rest of this webbing out of the hood just because I can. Yeah. You heard a kitty? What's up, kitty? Lily's not sure. Lily is unsure. So I gotta figure out where sticking that. My on and off switch. I probably don't even need to put this anywhere, honestly, but it looks really sick. I want to put my on and off switch here somewhere. Dude, I saw a really sweet billet turn signal thing made for aftermarket steering columns like that on Motion Raceworks. I've just been tinkering because I got these. I got all this. I need to ground this wire here, tuck all this nice and tight. Oh yeah, it's coming along great. Make some little door cards, put a door handle on the passenger side. What else? Where else? All kinds of good stuff. Safety, safety, safety. We need to figure out fire suppression, and we're just knocking off on the list for sure. Over here, I got my whiteboard. So I've been check marking off things that are done or in the works, and then the ones with the dashes are things that I need to get onto. So we got Mario's list there, we're working on it, done and in the works. We got my list here, working on it, done and in the works. The trailer still has a list, even though we probably are towing it. We got all the goods here. It's that time of year, guys. We got the Christmas elf slippers on. We're in Goofy's workshop going hard. You know, we don't work on all the toys. Santa doesn't let us work on the toys, but we soup up the sleigh. We get it done. So we outside, dog. You know what I'm saying? We get Rudolph running right. And boom, we got the looming on the wires. The alternator is plugged in. So, need a heat shrink and do stuff with that. That's going to the alternator. And the big power as well as the exciter wire. And then this little guy right here is the speed sensor. It'll go up over the diff to that plug right there. You can see it dangling, you just don't realize it. That's right there, that's the speed sensor. So that guy will plug in. Oh geez, dark. So that guy will plug in and do that. This will go up here. Nice and clean up here. Tons of wire to work with. These are the lights, blinkers and everything. Looks like this guy must have popped out of there, but oh man, we're coming along, boys. We're making it up front. We heat shrink that. We got it. Yeah, because when we can heat shrink that, then we can suck this all tight and get that loom as long as it'll be, because it does get some length as you tighten it up. And whew, this is sick, dude. It looks so freaking good. All right, so we went back underneath the car and we did some more stuff. So we have the fuel pump main relay there going back, and then over there that little dangly bit. So this little dangly bit here is going to go to the kill switch, and that plug there goes to the fuel pump. The other side of the plug on the fuel pump there. So working on that. And then we were inside the car, so the fuel pump's coming along here. So this is kill switch, fuel pump, and then the fuel pump. It's the power of the ground, the trigger, and the high-low. So there's 5 wires, or well, 4 little wires and 2 big wires, 6 wires. So these 2 are the kill switch. These 2 are, one's the trigger to turn the fuel pump on and off, and then one's the high-low, and then these are the powers and ground. So we'll just ground the ground and power the power. Easy peasy. All right, so we got the classic Chad window out of the passenger side. Working right along here. Got to do the driver's side, but it's a little bit easier while they're on the car, kind of held, locked down. But this one I also have more rivets to undo. The whole bottom was already undone on the driver's passenger side. So I got to do this whole window, but we're going to cut out new windows. A little bit cleaner, nicer. See all the spots so that it's, we'll get those edges just perfect. So we still have to mount it and fit it up nice, but dude, it just drops right in there. Kind of fits up pretty perfect already as is, but just kind of raise it up like that. Maybe not, I don't know. We're gonna feel it out and check it out. The plug on the fuel pump and all this stuff's just coming together so perfect. Except for those dang lug nuts. Well, dang it. We freaking blew a tire. Well, we ain't gonna be beat, so we already knocked 2 of them out. Making our progress. Definitely the biggest rivets I've ever had to pop. That one was loosening. It was already coming off. Unless that's how tight they tighten with how wide the wheel is. Yeah, it looks like that's all the meat they even have. That's crazy to me. Some thick boy right there. Jesus. Well, looky there. All right, guys, I got the old tire chunks off. I got the studs out, the hubs off, the freaking wheels off the truck. What a battle, what an adventure. While we're here, we're gonna do a couple seals and just maintenance everything. I had to drill out and hammer out the studs one by one. I did, so most of these I hammered out the front, but I did come up with a trick. After I was popping these off, once I got to the end, I realized pop the back off, air hammer the back of this just a little bit, and then these lug nuts were loose. They became loose, so I was able to impact them off with no stress. Yeah, so got them all off. Driver's side only broke one. We only had one bust on the driver's side, so I only had to pop one stud out of the driver's side. And I didn't even have to hammer the back off of it. On this one, I drilled it out, I air hammered it forward. It released it just enough that the impact was strong enough to pull it off. You can see they did anti-seize the threads and everything, but it just wasn't enough. The aluminum was not happy. That, or it's just so cold. It was brittle last night and it just busted. It just wasn't, you know, aluminum isn't the best, and it was cold last night, so it just busted. And we got it all torn apart. We got some stuff to do on the CRX. You know how it goes. We're gonna get this hatch all mounted up. We're gonna get the rear bumper fitting a little better, and we're gonna keep rocking on the wiring. So we're up to the front just about. We've got the fuel pump, the lights, the alternator, almost everything up front here. I need to fix that one relay still, mount those and make those all nice and tidy, and then figure out what still needs to go on here. I need to do the on-off switch, little things here and there, but not much needs to go on the dash. Yeah, so once all the wires are up there, I need to allocate and pin out the engine bay onto the firewall plug. It looks so good over there. I need to have Steven send the plate to the company that's gonna 3D print my little flange to bolt to the outside, and we'll have those things knocked out. Super excited. We got the plug on the fuel pump and the fuel pump wires all back here going good. The rear, we're looking and we're talking with Steven and Dad. We may change the fuel cell again still and build a custom one. We're not sure yet. Just so it has nicer mounts, looks nicer underneath here, fits real good. We're trying to figure all that out. Cooling system on my mind, in my head, trying to figure all that out. I did wire for the fan up here or whatever, but I didn't wire for an electric water pump. So I may mess with that. Add some electric water pump wiring or something that comes with the headlight and the horn over here. That's also part of like the battery power stuff. That's kind of more secretive. I don't know. We'll figure that out. And yeah, we're making great progress. So I got a pin out down there, and just keep rocking along. My dad hooked me up. Well, Jeff hooked me up. Thank you, Jeff. With boots, plugs and pins, Motec plugs and pins for the coils. So we're set up. Those are push to seat, not pull to seat. So I need to make sure, I got it all taped up still. I need to make sure my lengths are right, and then start pinning out the coils, heat shrink the ends, and the coils should be good. Everything else in the engine bay is ready to rock except for the EGTs, which are right here, which I also have to figure out where the box is gonna go, cut it and terminate the ends and heat shrink it up. So a couple little things. Car's coming together really, really good. I'm super stoked. All right, so putting it all back together. I got the driver's side fixed up, packed some grease in there, ready to rock. Passenger side, went out to the parts truck. Parts truck had a brand new hub on the passenger side. So the seal in the back is still beautiful and brand new. I should have took pictures because I took the driver's side apart hoping that like whoever, you know, it was a rolled truck we picked up to fix my dad's. And so I tore apart the passenger side, and I was like, oh my god, this look, there's still red grease on the bearing. Like they had just done it and it's been sealed, just chilling there. So it's ready to rock. The seal was good. I pulled apart the driver's side hoping it was good too, but that side had water in it. The seal was no good. It was ugly. And our driver's side wasn't that bad. So got this passenger side going back together. All the studs are all on there, ready to go. Good. Brand new hub and wheel bearing. All the stuff's ready to go. So gonna pack some grease on this side and get this side going all back together. And we'll get some stockers on this thing until we get the tires fixed, because we have a couple sets of stock wheels for my dad's purple truck and the wrecked one out in the field. And so we'll get stock wheels going on this thing and get it driving and rocking until we get the tires fixed. So with fitting everything up back here, I have to refit the kill switch, and I don't really want to drill a hole in the bumper. I already made this hole, and I got to do a beauty ring for it because I drilled it too far to the driver's side in the first place. So got to go further on the passenger side, make a little oval, and then shift the whole bumper to the driver's side. But I already went ahead. I came up with this genius idea. I put the kill switch right there. So I'm liking this a lot. I haven't had this piece on since I crashed after the second crash, since I crashed the second time. And couldn't get it to stay. The tabs broke. I just didn't like it. But now we've got this. I put the switch here. It's up high. It's visible. It's easy to see and work on. And the wires and everything, I don't have to undo the wires every time I take the bumper off. It's right there, holding the tab on or holding the piece on. That looks really good. I like that a ton. So we're working on tracing up, and I think we're going to do some backlit dopeness with this hatch here. But first, we need to get it mounted and figured out. And I need to get this situated here on the rear bumper. So I'm going to kind of make that hole bigger there and bring this bumper over here to the driver's side more until this kind of lines up right here on this corner. And once I get this corner to line up, that corner should line up good. And then I'm going to get rid of the screws here. I have the screws here like factory right now, but I'm going to get rid of the screws, put buttons here, because I saw in the Panda CRX he's got buttons on his back bumper and it looked really trick. And it just I feel like that gives me the ultimate control on putting them where I want them. Both sides will be dialed in. So we're working on all that. We got some wiring to do still, but we're making good progress. I need to finish up that relay and get that all loomed and mounted, and so I can start on doing the ECU and pinning all that out and getting everything dialed to get this thing ripping again. All right, so I made a template. I need to cut that out, but that is a template of the center of this glass so that I can mount it inside of the hatch. because I've had this back Lexan piece that says Lyset, and I would like to insert it inside here, and then we can put on the top here, looking straight down, upside down, a light to shine down on it and make it glow like a third brake light type thing. So we'll get this figured out and cut up and set up, cut the template out, and then yeah, figure out getting that onto the back of this and figuring out how I want it set up on this and how it's going to look and everything. And I'm super pumped and excited for that, because that is going to be sick. Probably going to have to pull it off, figure out mounting the light, figure out all the stuffs. Probably put it just right up top in there, and then do some sort of like shroud almost type shade to block it from shining forward and stuff, so I don't really see it up front. It's just shining out the back. Super excited to play with that. All right, so I went ahead and I cut out the center template here. We're gonna be slicing that out of here. Wish me luck. I'm nervous about it, but I think we got this. Guys. All right, just ran over it, went ahead, taped it up, marked it again, and we're gonna send it, guys. I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I'll let you know. I think I'm gonna like it either way, so suck it. All right, so I just made some progress in here. I got that relay fixed up, the new pin and wire in it. This one here that's dangling down. So now I need to go ahead, run the heat shrink to the end of all of these, get my, I don't have to heat shrink it yet, just get them all on there, get my length set, start figuring out, I'm gonna run them all up, figure out which what, separate it, and then start looming all those together, and, or maybe not loom them together yet, but start getting them separated, tied together, and then once I get the ECU wires in here, start looming the ECU wires and everything with one big loom or whatever, make it nice and tidy, and start getting it dialed in and figured out, clean up this mess. All right, so I just hopped on the internet where I got the looming, and I ordered some 1-inch, because the biggest I currently have is 3/4, and I just don't feel like it's going to be big enough for all the ECU wires and all those relay wire. Like that right there that's a fat bundle, and I've got a 1-inch heat shrink on it, so I know it's big enough for 1-inch. But yeah, so I got 1-inch on the way. I still have some 3/4, I still have all the other sizes, and we'll be slowly knocking this this front side of the wiring harness out. Definitely a lot to do. Still got to shorten the steering column. Just got a bunch of stuff to do, but it's coming along great. Get it all tied back together, and once it's all pretty much wired and done, before we put the seats and everything and the interior back in, we're gonna go through and touch up little spots around the tubes and stuff. Try and get the paint really dialed in. We got some spots that bother me, you know. You may not be able to see them, but I can. And so just try and take care of all that stuff. And yeah, we'll have this thing back together in, I don't know, maybe a couple months. January, February, March. I don't know. But it'll definitely be getting ready for 2025 season. I'm pretty pumped. All right, so we've got the window off the driver door here. Mario and I are tracing out, or Mario is working out. He made me a template so I can cut out new windows that are just perfectly match the door. Over here, we're working on getting the hatch set up, letting that thing dry so we can get that guy fitted on the back of here. That'll be really sick. Down here, I got to get another sheet of Lexan because it's not big enough for the windows. But Mario just made me a template, so we'll get those cut out. We'll get the hatch mounted up. We'll get the bumper adjusted. All right, trying to get this where I like it. So you can see that corner there. Kind of got a massage, or want to massage that. It's barely protruding in that corner there. This one over here isn't as bad. Like from above, you can see it. I think this fully flips, so that is the top. So those corners are gonna be up under a wing, or I don't know. There'll be something. They'll be tucked much better. Yeah, I think we're gonna send it there. Screw it. I like it. It's going down. It looks so sick. That is rad. Read it left to right. Got it all in there, dialed in. I like it. I think it looks super good. Gosh, we killed it. Even if we didn't kill it, we killed it for ourselves. We got 3 on the side, well, 3 on each side right now, so 6 rivets. Equally spaced away from the side, equally spaced up and down. And then we got to get, I don't know, probably 5 or 7 across the middle here. So we have 1 in the middle and then equal amounts across, counting these ones, I guess. So -2. So if it's 7, there's only 5 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Or we do 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we'll see that. We'll figure that out. But I'm liking that. That looks super good. Goodness gracious, man. And then some backlit LEDs, make it shine bright like a diamond. Heck yeah. Alright, so we're working on getting these wires. So I'm gonna have to pull them back through. No, I'll just cut them and put a plug on here, honestly, because I don't want them not to have a plug on them and just be stuck through that hole. So I'll cut them, I'll loom all this together, put a plug on it, have a plug in here, plug out there, and then, yeah. That's gonna be trick. That's gonna be so trick. So we're making good progress over here. We got some wires coming through, some power wires. These are gonna turn the relays on. This is gonna be power from this plug for the other goods, and then we'll have 2 more wires that come, because we have these 3 relays here. 2 of them need to hook up out there for the coils and injectors. The other one's the main relay, and it doesn't actually have to go out there. It can just stay in here and go to everything else, the power the fuel tank and all that stuff. So we're making good progress there. Mario made a template of the window so we can cut out a nice fresh window. I'm excited for all this. This is coming really good. We got the driver's side window out. I gotta fix these holes, and then both doors will be ready to rock. It's coming along good. But we've got plenty of progress inside the CRX here. Hopefully next time you guys see inside here, we got the fuel tech and all the fuel tech wires going in, and we're starting to figure out what's happening up here and pinning it all out and the good stuff. There's a lot cooking, but we're nailing it down and figuring it out every little wire at a time. So thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe down below. This is GoofyBuilt. Peace out.